Hi everyone, can you hear me? Okay, welcome to LifeSmart AIB Practice Elementary course. This is Dorothy from LifeSmart. Actually, we have already finished the meeting, but I know you guys want to share the video to your customer or to your guys. So I will explain about AIB practice course again for the record. And here you will see the absolutely the same thing, but without the participations, only me, okay? So first, the target. I made a target for you. Just after this course, I want you to achieve what? First, know how to disassemble the requirements to make it become a simple one. Next is to get to know the function of each common blocks. And third, try to create simple AIB templates. This is target after this AIB training. And next, today's content, including 5 parts. What can AIB achieve? And also difference from scene and trigger. And also how to create AIB. This part is the most important. And first, to disassemble the requirements to make it easier to understand. And next, the key points when design AIB templates. And next, the creation steps and also the block usage description. These two is the most important. And I will operate with you in this part. So in my invitation, I told you that you need to prepare a computer and also a phone. The phone is used to operate, to create the AIB template with me. And also the practice. After practice, I will teach you how to share AIB template with others so that after you made an AIB template, you can share it with your partners. And the homework. In the homework, you need to share your AIB template to me using the way I taught you here. Okay. First, what can AIB achieve? What do you think AIB can achieve? What is AIB? Actually, AIB can achieve whatever you can think. As long as you want, AIB can make it for you. It's just such amazing. And I want to explain the difference between trigger and scene and AIB. First, the trigger. Trigger, for example, if motion sensor detects turn the light on, is a quite simple trigger. And here include one condition and one action. And the trigger scene. If motion sensor detects turn the light and air conditioner on, you can see there are several actions actually. So trigger at the scene means one condition and several actions. But if we use AIB, in AIB you can use several conditions and several actions. And also you can create multiple condition plus action group in only one AIB template, which can choose its DIY function. For example, if motion sensor detects in the evening, turn the light on. And if no detection for more than 30 seconds, turn the light off. It is this instance, you cannot attribute it by trigger or scene, right? There are 2 groups, and this group can be achieved only in one AIB. Only AIB can do that. So here are some instances. You can see that what AIB can achieve. I just made some simple instance. And how to create AIB. Before you want to create an AIB, first you need to know that AIB is a value-added service. You need to enable the AIB function for your account. So you need to share your AIB. Share your LifeSmart ID to the technical support. So we will enable the function for you. And here is simple instance analysis. That is, if motion sensor detects turn the light on, I divide this into 2 parts. The if motion sensor detects belongs to condition, it defines when to perform the action. And turn the light on, it belongs to action. It defines what to be performed. So you can see it's quite simple until here. And what if more detailed? What will we define in condition and action? So we define several blocks in condition and action. So let we see it in detail. First is an instance. If motion sensor or door window sensor detects, turn the light on. Here, of course, this is condition. This is action. In this condition, you can see here are actually two conditions. Motion sensor detects or door window sensor detects. And the first, detect. It is a changing actually. It changes means that motion sensor change from no detection to detect, right? So such kind of change, we define it as variables block. And also, you can see here is an or. I made it red, or. It is a logical operation block. It defines the logical relationship between the conditions. And maybe you don't know the meaning. It's okay, feel free, because I will talk about this block one by one with you, and also the operations, all the settings with you together. So feel free. You just know what block there it is. It's enough. And the turn lights on, it's an action block. It defines which device to perform what, okay? Next, second instance, during 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., if the door is opened, send a message to my account. Also two parts, condition and action. So if door is open, it's the same as the one before. It's a variables block. Define what's changed, right? But during 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., we call it a function block. It's an advanced AIB block, and I will teach it about on the next course in 2 weeks, including like calendar and timer, counter, and comprehension, like such on. The action block, here is one new action block named process block. It defines what to be sent to users, like message and camera snapshot, like. Okay, so with summary, we included that if in an AIB there is condition and action. In condition, what should we use? We should use several conditions, several blocks, but during during these blocks, what block is a must? What block can be optional? Okay. So the variables block and the function block, during this block, you need to choose at least one. These two is a must. And logical operation block is optional. You can use it or not, depends on you. And below this, there are detailed block name. In variables block, I will only talk about Boolean. It's the most used block and the most useful block. And function block, for example, calendar, trigger, time limit, counter, like so on. I will teach it in the next class, not here. The logical operation block, not, and, or, FLS, FLF, CHG. Not and or, I will teach it today, but the rest I will teach it in the next course. Action. Maybe at least one, must be at least one is action block or process block. At least one. And in action block, there are 4 blocks. Device control, device action, AI action, and UPnP action. I will only talk about device control today. And the process block, about send message and picture notify, and multiple control. Because it's a record, I may speak very fast. You can slow down speed as you can. During this, Boolean and device control is the 2 most useful blocks. Okay, we use these 2 most, and this 2 is the most useful, of course. So there are some key points when you design an AIB template. First, make sure the layout is simple and clear. You can see in the first picture. You can see, even if you don't know AIB, you are a beginner, you know that the data flow from here to here and to here, and from here to here, right? And also, second, make the line straight, avoid multiple turns, like this picture. This is a very terrible instance, okay? You can see this picture, compare with them. Actually, these two are absolutely the same. They work the same, but I just moved these blocks, move the location of these blocks, move this to this. So everything changed. You look at it and you don't know what happened. You don't know, for example, from here to here, but it comes here. Oh God. And this one comes here and here. It's very complex and not very easy to understand. So avoid this kind of settings, okay? Third, practical is first. Don't make some useless things. Useless means that your customer will not use it, or it have no meaning. So we need to make something useful. For example, we will be used usually in the daily life. Or it can be funny or what kind of things. 4, make sure that the display settings, name, format, or port are correct. This is the most important thing, and I will operate about that later, and you can operate with me together. So everyone, now the creation steps, I prepared steps and a file for you, and I will send the file link into YouTube so you can download it, and also the PPT. So please take out your phone and create step by step with me. Take out your phone, please. So please create. If motion sensor detects, turn the polar switch on. So I prepared one thing for you, this. So it is a step file. Oh, sorry. Like this. You can see in the title how to create AIB template and preparation, condition block settings, action block settings, and quick link. So there are 4 parts actually. For the preparation first. Okay, I will do it in this way. First, make clear your need. Can it be solved by scene or trigger? If yes, scene or trigger. If no, please provide your ID number. What is your ID number? This ID, this number. To the technical support, and we will enable the AIB function for you. And next, let's begin to create empty AIB template. First, of course, AI and add smart. Create by empty AI template here. If you have not enabled the AIB function, you will not be able to see the button here. Do you understand? So you need to enable the AIB function first and choose Smart Station. Okay. And name it. For example, Dorothy test. And set groups. Description. You can describe the AIB function. What did you do in this AIB, like such on? And we need to come to the AIB map, right? So the entrance, where is the entrance? Here. Graphic edit here. Graphic edit, I write it here. And come to map. So this is the AIB map. You can move it like this. And next. Next, to click the icon in the lower, click the map so you can see such an icon. And click it so you can choose the blocks here. For example, we need to choose Boolean block here. Boolean here. If motion sensor detects, motion sensor should use Boolean. Okay, we choose Boolean. And click the block. Click block, you can see all the settings of this block. So we want it to, so we need to set it first, set it. And then you can see here, there is a button, written display on home. We open it. Do you know what will happen if we open it? I will show you later. First name, number it from the biggest, from 100, and name it. For example, motion sensor, right? So I can see please choose motion sensor. Okay, done. And the next, set format. And turn off default format. And make sure that condition block, condition block can only choose device type in device IO. You can see here are in total 5 types. In condition block, when you set a device, you can only choose in device IO, okay, device IO. And find the motion sensor. Click MI. Okay, and save it back to map. So let me show you what will it happen if I turn on display on home. So I back here. You can see here it is. It will show here. So when you give this template to your customer, for example, your customer can choose the device here directly. No need to set by himself if he do not know how to set AIB. So it is a way for the for your customers. So for example, if I turn it off, it will disappear. Do you understand? Okay. So as for now, I turn it on and 100. Okay. Next, choose the device, motion sensor, motion detected. And the next, if motion sensor detected, okay. If there is any logical operator, if yes, then add the operator here. If not, just to the next step. But you know that logic operator block do not need the settings. Just add it and link it. That's enough. No need to set like this. No need. Okay. Let's move to the action block. Action block settings. First, we need to add an action block. So click the map and add an action block. For example, device control. Device control is the most useful block. These two, Boolean and device control, are two most useful blocks. And in action blocks, we need to set on action and device. Trigger is not used for settings. Trigger is used to link like this. Link, okay? Action and devices one by one. First action. First action. Settings. Action do not need to be played on the home, remember? Action do not need to be displayed on the home, okay? And the name also. If do not need to display on home, do not need to set the name. Only need to set format here. Format, turn off it. And here are 5 types, right? If you are setting the action, please, if you are setting the action, you need to choose from device command. Okay, device command. And you can see device command, there are 4 types: IO command, device command, AI command, and UPnP command. So how can you choose? Choose from which one? I made a list here. If you use device control block, just what we use, you need to choose from IO command. If you use device action block, you need to choose from EP command. EP command is this device command. It should be named as EP command, but the translation is something wrong with the translation. So we will improve it later. AI action block should use AI command. UPnP action block should UPnP command. That's the list. Okay. So here, device control block, we need to use IO command. And also it's an turn off the switch. So it's a switch. Switch can be only turned on or turned off. So we choose IO command on or off and choose user defined. Save it. And we back to map. And next, choose the device. Device and choose settings. So decide if it will be displayed on home. If yes, set it and turn off default name and set it like, please choose a switch. Okay, done. And next, set the format, turn off it. Okay, here. And choose device type in device IO, device, and AI. These three. Usually we will use device IO is enough. AI is for scenes. Device is the advanced device. And device IO, switch, you can see switch here, switch. Okay, here, make sure that you choose MOIDS. MOIDS. Why should we choose MOIDS? This was, you can see here, the default format. You can decide it from default format. It was, you can see it is MOIDS, so you choose MOIDS. It is MOID, so you choose MOID. Okay. By the way, action block. In action block settings, we will only choose these three: MOID, MOIDS, and MOID array. Okay. This is set by our backend, so just remember it. Okay. Here, MOIDS. Okay, back to map. And choose a device here. For example, polar switch. Here, okay, turn on. So the action, we haven't choose action here. Action on or off. Choose turn on the action, turn on the switch. Here, and the next step is that to link it. Please put each block in the right place. Here, do not like this. It looks quite strange. And link the output and input, link them together. Okay. And here are some tips that, because I only showed, I only write in the steps. I choose that Boolean and the device control block, right? Boolean and device control block. As for others blocks, the settings are very similar. Just set each block to decide if it needs to be displayed on home, and change the name, and next set format. The format setting way, just like this file. You can look in this file to set the format. Okay. Okay, here we finished the settings. Okay, let's see. The motion sensor, you can see the name of the block here, Boolean, and see the direct description after we set it. The motion sensor, the trigger is detected. If motion sensor detected, then to turn on the polar switch. You can read it like this. Okay, we're back to the PPT. So now comes to the condition block. I will choose the block one by one, and I want you to create with me together. Take out your phone just like now, and I will set the format of each block. Please do that with me together. So if you do not create by yourself, you will not know which point is difficult. Just listen, we will not learn anything. Okay, just do it with me together.我忘记录了，我前面的补录吧。And sorry, I will record all the training, and we will upload it to the YouTube, so you can see all the videos there, and also the file, of course. Okay, next, I will choose all the blocks one by one. The first condition block. So the condition block, first, I will only choose variables block and the Boolean. Boolean is most common. Okay, no problem. Boolean is most common, and it is the most useful condition block. Most useful condition block, and it can choose like, wait for a moment. Okay, you can see that, right? Okay. For example, I choose Boolean. Oh, sorry. Boolean here. And you can choose conditions like switch on or off, sensor detect, or something like this. It defines what changed. So basically, we can use it to define all the changes, like luminance, temperature, and what, and all the sensors, and all the switches. Understand? And the format setting is we just introduced it before, so I will not introduce here. And I want to share you with one thing that it will show 0 or 1. It will not show now. I save it. If I save it, which one? Oh, this one. Okay. If I save it, after I save it, I back to this map. I can see there is an eye here. You can see an eye, right? Turn on this eye, and you will see 0 or 1 on the trigger or on the blocks. So what does this mean? Sorry. What does this mean? I want to show you that 1 means triggered, means it's triggered successfully. 0 means not triggered. So if I set like motion sensor detects, then let the light on, it will mean that if motion sensor no detect, if motion sensor detect, it will show 1. If no detect, it will show 0. So if you create an AIB and it doesn't work, you want to find out what's wrong with it. So you can use this way. Save it and back and come to map, open the eye. And you will see it's triggered or not. For example, it's not triggered. Oh, so the problem from that not triggered, right? If it's triggered, but the polar switch does not work, then the problem comes from the polar switch. You can check in this way. Understand? You didn't see the icon because you didn't save it. You need to save it once. Here, save it. And enter it again. You will see the eye. Okay, please have a try. Okay, I will continue. So the 1 and 0 means like this. And next block. Function block. Function block will be taught in the next advanced course in 2 weeks and on Thursday. Okay. It is quite a bit of difficult for you beginners. And the next, the logic block. Logic block, here are several logic blocks. First, the not. Okay, I choose one here. Not. Okay, add it to the map. And it is here. Okay, here. It should look like this. And it will invert the logic of input value and output it. What does it mean? It means that if input 1, it will output 0. If input 0, it will output 1. Okay, just opposite. It will become opposite. What kind of situation will we use this block? Here is an instance. If motion sensor detects, turn on the polar switch. It is quite simple. We did it just now, right? So if motion sensor not detect for 30 seconds, turn off the polar switch. You can see here is a not. So this not should use the not block. And you can see here, motion sensor detect, turn on the polar switch. And if it not detect, so you need to use not block and turn off the polar switch. Turn off the polar switch. Also, you need to use what block? What block? Tell me what's block? Device control. We need to use device control here. Move it here. Okay, the next step is to link. Okay, turn off. Okay, we set the format together. Action, settings, actions don't need to be displayed on the home. Okay, format. Turn off default format, and we need to choose the command because it's an action. Choose command. In here, device command. And of course, it is device control block. So we need to choose IO command. And turn off the polar switch, on or off here, on or off, IO command, on or off here. Of course, need to use a timer, but timer is a bit of difficult for you guys, so I will just jump it, okay? I'm afraid others cannot know how to use a timer, okay? What did I done? Okay, here. And thanks for your notification here. Like, if so, turn on. If not, no detect. Turn off. Okay, turn off the device to choose the same switch, polar switch. Where? Oh, I didn't set it, sorry. Okay, to set the device format here, device format. It's a switch, choose switch in device IO, switch. And choose what? Choose what? Everybody, choose what? Choose what? MI, MOID, or MOIDS? How to decide? Choose what? No, not MI, please, not MI. Oh, it's an action block. Action block should choose from these three, not MI. MI is used for condition block. Yes, MOIDS, thank you. MOIDS, good. Okay, we continue. So after we set it, you can see the device. Okay, they are all the switch. Okay, we choose the same. Where? Polar switch, where? Here, polar switch, okay. So if motion sensor detect, turn on the polar switch. If not, turn off. Okay, if I add a timer here. Okay, if you do not know it, no problem. I will teach you in the next class. Okay, I clear it and link it to here. Oh, timer. What did I choose? Timer here, timer. Okay, timer. Link, stop. And set 30 here. 30. And to 30, it will output to not detect for, yes, it's right, link to here. And also need to link to here. Okay, this is if motion sensor detect, to turn on the polar switch. If not detect, for 30 seconds, and to turn off the polar switch. And let's save it and see. See the eyes here. Okay. You can see it's not no detection now, so will not turn on the polar switch. But if it's no detection, here we use a not block, so it will trigger the next dot to count. If count to 30 seconds, it will output to trigger the next part to turn off the polar switch. Okay, like this. If we use timer, it will look like this. Okay, back. We are introducing about not block, right? Not block. Okay, next we come to and block. And you can know from the word and, it means all of them is satisfied. All of them are satisfied. Here we use an and. It looks like this. And it means only all of the inputs are satisfied. It will trigger the next action, which means that if input 1 and 1 like this, it will output 1, which means to trigger the next action. If between input there is a 0 like this, it will output 0, which means will not trigger the next action. Okay, I will slow down. Sorry. Okay, thanks for your notification. And here is an instance. If motion sensor detects also the environment luminance is below 50, turn on the polar switch. You can see that there are two conditions, and between these two conditions, we use also. Also means and block. And block. We will use and block. Okay, so let's create it together. Everyone, create it together. We use this one we created before. Okay, I created one new. Okay, one new. A motion sensor detects. We will use what? We will use what? Everyone answer my question. We will use what? Motion sensor detects. We will use Boolean. Okay, Boolean. Okay, Boolean. Here is Boolean. And let's set the format for it. Settings. Display on home. Yes. 100. Name. Please choose a motion sensor. Okay, follow my step. Everyone, follow my step. Please choose a motion sensor. Okay. 哎呀，我有没有录进去？哎，好丑啊。Okay, done. Okay, come to format. It is a what block? It's condition block here. Condition block, right? So the condition block need to choose in device IO. Device IO here. Device IO only in device IO. So the motion sensor, we find the motion sensor. Roll down. Okay, here motion sensor here. Choose it, and the format. What is it? Which one? Which one, everyone? Which one?
Me.
Yes, me. Am I? Right. Good. Next. Okay. So we back to, and we choose defend like this one. Detected. Okay. So next, also we set it here, and the environment luminance is below 50. It is also a kind of change. It is also a kind of change. So we also use Boolean. Boolean here. It is the same Boolean. One more Boolean and move it here. Make it looks clean, everyone. Do not like this. Make it clean. Okay, together. So the environment luminance. Display on the home, of course. And 99. Oh, not 99. Sorry, 95. Of course, we set 99 the blocks before. So I should not set 100 here. Okay. 95. Okay. And input and output. So we link it. And to input, right? Link it like this. So two input into one output, and only if these two are satisfied together, so we will output to turn on the polar switch. Turn on the polar switch. Let's choose a block. Polar switch. We need to use device control. Device control. Most common, I told you that most common block, device control. Okay. And move it here. And set action. Turn on, right? Turn on. Just only action. Do not need to display. Only sets the format. And it's a kind of command. So choose in device command. Device command. And device control block need to use IC command. IC command. And on or off switch, because it's a switch, so on or off, and user defined, and save it. Back to map. So choose on or off, turn on, and the next device. Okay, device settings. You need to display on the home and 96. And the name, please choose a switch. Please choose switch. Okay, done. And format. We need to choose in device IO or device or AI, but it's just a simple device, so just only device IO. And switch here, switch. And what? Everyone, what? What?
Or
What's format?
ideas.
Yes, MOIDS. Thanks, bro. Okay. Next, back to map and choose a device. Polar switch. Good. And output, link it. Thus, we finished the creation. It means if motion sensor here, default motion sensor, if this motion sensor detects also the, okay. I didn't set it. Oh, sorry. Let's set it together. Environment luminance format. Environment luminance will be showed where, for example, environment sensor, and you can see here luminance sensor, choose this luminance sensor, and MI. Okay, save it back, and choose a device here. You can choose like a motion sensor luminance or environment sensor luminance. Luminance can be found in several device type like motion sensor, also dimmer motion sensor, and also dimmer motion switch. Yes, these devices also have luminance. Okay, we use this one. And below 50, right? Below 50. Okay, below 50. Luminance greater than 0 and less than 50. Okay, done. Save it. Okay, here we go. Different motion sensor detects and environment sensor luminance below 50. Then to turn on the polar switch. You can see it's very clear. What have you done? It's very clear. It will look like this. And actually, this like what does this instance mean? That it means that if I enter my house and also it's dark, it's very dark, so I needed to turn on the polar switch. It's such kind of AIB. Do you understand? When it's used into real life. Okay, and we can see in the block library, there's also a block named AND for input here, AND for input. The function is actually the same as AND, but the difference is that the AND for input has 4 inputs. Okay, it's a useless word, sorry. 4 input, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to output one thing. For example, here, if you want 2 motion sensor to detect and 1 environment, so this AND block is not enough. It only have 2 input, right? So you need to use this AND for input. And you can set this one to here, like this one to here. For example, one more. One more, like any kind of, and link it to here like this. If you have several input, more than 2, then you need to use this 4 input. Okay, got my idea, right? Okay, move to the next part. Any questions here? The format is used to narrow the range. For example, this one I haven't set the format, right? This format, if I did not set it, you can see here are several things. Device, if you choose device, if you click device directly, you can see all of your devices here. And you need to find out the motion sensor from all of these all of this. It's quite difficult if you have a lot of devices, right? But if you narrow the arrange by setting the format like this, when you click device, it will only appear motion sensor. That is the use of it. Okay, do you understand? That is the use of it, to narrow the range. Also, if you do not set format, of course you can do like this to find it here and one by one look for it. And and if we use like device control, if we do not set the format, you can see in action. Here are on or off, dimmer control, and the color RGB, not color RGBW. All of the command will appear here together. It will be quite complex for you, so you need to narrow the range by setting the format. Another question: if we use if we need 6 input, can we combine 2 ANDs? Of course, if you need 6 input, you can use like 2 4 input block. I will explain it later. I prepared the PPT. Okay. If we use 3 inputs, do we need to define or set the value of the 4th input? No use. Just leave it here. Leave it there. Okay. Sort of. So what does MI mean? Okay, I explained just now. Yes, can combine 2 ANDs. Yes, thanks. Okay. And is finished. Okay, next part. Or. And the or block in logic operation block here, or here. It looks like this. And you can see actually it's very similar as the one before and. You can see in the APPT here. This is or and this is and. The difference, you can see the difference. Where is the difference? Okay, I circled it. The difference is that this one, there is a little add between it. You can see there is a little add between it. If you cannot recognize it, you can click it and it will show here, or it is an or block. And like here, you click it, it is an AND block. Okay. So or means if any of the inputs is satisfied, it will trigger the next action, which means that if input 0 and 0, it will output 0. Means which one, none of them is satisfied. Otherwise, if between input there is a 1, it will output 1, which means any of the inputs is satisfied, it will trigger next action. Okay. If you not understand, let's see the instance. If motion sensor detects or the environmental luminance is below 50, turn on the polar switch. It's quite similar, right? Motion sensor detects or the environmental luminance is below 50. We already said it before. So the difference is the logical block, and I remove it. And in this kind of situation, I need to use an or logic block. Am I too fast? Or logic block here, or logic block. And also link it. And in this way, any of them satisfied, it will output to turn on the polar switch, which means that even if I didn't back my home, if it's dark, if it's very dark, the light will be on. The light will be turned on. Will be turned on even if I didn't back home. And if I back home, but it's very bright, it's not dark, it will also turn on the polar switch. In real life, it will show like this. Okay, here is a question, from Peter. From what I am seeing here, we are using the AIB as an interface way to generate back-end code with logical operation. Is there a way to create all this by code directly from programmers Yes, there is. You can connect me after our course, and I will tell you. Basically, most of our customers will use AIB directly, but also there is a way to use AIB by interface. Okay, you can connect me later. Also, the OR block, there is a 4 input one. Sorry, 4 input one. Where? Oh, here. 4 input one. Let me create one. 4 input here, or 4 input. And it looks like this. It looks like this. And if I remove it and change it into 4 input, like this. Okay, it will also works. And if you have any more like this, you can link it before into this input 3. Okay. Is this clear for you? Logic block, any questions? If no, we will move to the action block. Any questions? Any questions, guys? Okay, connect me after course 2. Okay. Okay, action block. Action block, I will only choose device control, introduce device control. We set it several times, like 5 times around before, right? So device control. Where? Oh, sorry. Device control here. So it looks like this, and it is used to control switch. We used the most just now, switch and a socket, curtain, light, 2-channel dimmer controller, and also general controller, and other simple actions. Okay. The way to decide which action block we use is not to remember all of the things, but by, let me tell you that there are 4, right? There are in total 4 blocks for action. And we can see the second, the device action is used to control camera, spot, and RGBW light. And this one is the type of device is less than the device control. So you can first remember these 3. And the others, the rest is belongs to device control block. Do you understand? Let me think. I will give you a mail later, and you can send me by that mail in the homework. I will send you a mail. Okay, continue. AI action, it is used to control scenes. And UPnP action only used to control like hue. It's a light from Philips and Wemo and Sonos, the music players. And besides these 3, the rest belongs to device control. You can remember in this way. Okay. An instance to turn on the polar switch, turn on the socket, turn the curtain to like 48% in this way. And there are 2 more PPT, and after these 2 more PPT, we will have 10 minutes break. Okay, everyone, hold on. We will have 10 minutes break here, and only 2. Let's continue. And also the press block here. 3, send a message, send a picture, notify, and multi-control. First, send a message. It looks like this. And it will push some specified, you can decide it, specified notification to the specified accounts. Here, in some condition like water leak, gas leak, and if strangers enter your house, like. So I can set it like, for example, who is here? If motion sensor, okay, I said motion sensor detect. If motion sensor detect, then send me a message like, if this motion sensor is inside the door, then I can set it like someone enter your house. Okay, set the message like this and send it to me, the local account or other account from your family member. And the sound, the doorbell, you can decide it. For example, electronic alarm sound. And in this way, if this motion sensor detect, you will get a message in your LifeSmart app, like someone enter your house. So you can use this block in this way. Very similar is the send picture notify. The difference that it is used for send pictures. Also, if motion sensor detects and I want it to have some snapshot, so the snap account, snap account here to, for example, 5 pictures, 5 snapshots, and the gap here, for example, 2 seconds, 1 picture, and here, please take here, no, like this. 0.5 will not work. 0.5 like this will not work. It must be a number like 5, 6, 7. Okay. For example, 2. Save it. And choose camera. You don't need to set the format here because we have already decided in the backend. So just choose the camera, this one, and the message, like also. Okay, and the sound sent to the user, also local account, and the sound doorbell. You can decide. You can decide it or not. It depends on you. For example, message. You can also not no message, just only these pictures to your app. It also works. And okay, we finished these 2 blocks. And the next block, the multiple control. Multiple control is actually used very common in daily life. And in traditional switches, you need to set the multiple control by physical wiring, and it will be very difficult and very complex. And in LifeSmart, in our devices, you just need to set it here in AIB. And also it has a template for you in the templates library. You don't need to set it by yourself, actually. Okay, the meaning that is to realize a double control or multiple control of multiple switches or sockets. And the switch status of smart devices can be synced in real time. Which means that if I have a switch outside the room and inside the room, I want this 2 switch control the same light. I don't need to physical wiring it. I just need to set the multiple control here. Okay, let's operate it together. Multiple control. And choose the device. If you click the device directly, it will come out the switch. Okay, you need to set the format, sorry. Set format. And for example, switch. And it is an action block. It's an action block, so you need to use MOIDS. You can see here also, MOIDS. Back. Okay, and then to choose the device here. For example, there's a polar switch inside the room and also a blend switch outside the room. And this switch controls the same light. And I set it like this. So this switch will move together. For example, I turn on polar switch. The blend switch will be turned on in the same time. Do you understand? And I want to show you that we have a library. Pick from AI library here. And there is also a multiple control. Multiple control is the first one. So you don't need to set it by yourself. The most common template we have already added into the library. You just use it. And here, select switch plugs, you select here, like no need to set it by yourself. Do you understand? We made it for you for convenience. You can see also it's a multiple control block, right? Okay. Back. Okay, 10 minutes break, everyone. 10 minutes break. 10 minutes break. Okay, if you have any question, you can ask, or you can just rest. No problem. The email here, the email. The support email, you can send it and name the main title like this, or it will not come to my side, come to Dorothy's side. Do you understand? You need to name it, or it will come to the email of LifeSmart, not to my side. Name it as AIB homework from who, from which company. And if you have questions about directly programming AIB by interface, like you can also write it in the mail. Okay. Okay, 10 minutes break. Enjoy yourself. So we are nearly to start. And the next part, we will talk about practice. So if you have time now, you can start to do this practice.还有一半。一定1个半小时。And I think we will, sorry, and I think we will last for more than half an hour, maybe, if fast. If you do the practice very fast, so will maybe last for more half an hour. If not, maybe 40 minutes, like. So we are almost to start, everyone. Okay, we are going to start. Everyone's back. Everyone's back here. We are going to start. Do the practice, everyone, practice. Okay. I prepared full practice for you, which will use the blocks I introduced just now, and we have already done some format settings. So now it's your turn. First is a practice, very simple. If motion sensor, if motion sensor no detects or the environmental luminance is above 150, turn off the polar switch. I will explain for you. Okay, the next you need to do is by yourself. The first, the analysis. What is a condition? And what is action? It's quite very simple. The condition is that if motion sensor no detection or the environment luminance is above 170, so the action is turn off the polar switch. Okay. So these two, condition and action, what block should we use? First, condition. If motion sensor no detection here, of course we will use Boolean, okay? Boolean. And environment luminance above 170, also Boolean. Do you remember that we just done a condition like environment luminance below 50? It is the same, okay? It is the same, also Boolean. But you please do not ignore the logic relationship between these two. The or. Do not miss it, okay? The or. So link these two conditions, we will use a or block. And action is quite simple. Turn off the polar switch. Use action control block, okay? So let's make it together. Comes here. Create here. So if motion sensor no detection, do with me, okay? Motion sensor no detection. Create with me together. Boolean. First Boolean. And also environment luminance above 150 is also Boolean. So we create two Boolean here. Okay, two. And set the format. We start to set the format. First, motion sensor. Display on home and 90. And the name. Choose a motion sensor. Please choose a motion sensor, okay? Save time, just format. And one more time. Condition block should choose in device IO. Okay, device IO. So to choose motion sensor. Oh, sorry. Motion sensor. Okay, save it back. Okay, the environment luminance. Display on home. Yes. And I just forget what I said just now. Okay, 89. Name. Please choose a environment sensor or dimmer sensor or motion sensor. It's up to you, okay? Save time. Format. Luminance, okay, luminance. Also device IO, also device IO. Luminance, find the luminance, find the luminance. Okay, here, luminance sensor, luminance sensor. Also MI, okay, MI. Click it. Okay, then finished. Let's turn to the logic block. Use OR. We use OR. Because there's only two conditions, so use OR is enough. No need to use the for input. Okay, here, and link them. You can link whenever you like. After all the blocks are finish the settings, okay, will work well. Also here to set the link also works, okay, anytime you like. So next part is action control block. Action control block. Device control block, sorry. Device. Device control block. Okay, device control block. And sets the format. Action, first action. Action, no need to display on home, okay, no need. Format. We choose in which, everyone, in which. We choose in which, everyone. Okay, let me see. Okay, yes. Okay, no problem. She said a lot of things on own, so I will refer to today's contents as well. Okay, thank you for attending our course. Will you introduce how to use TCP command? TCP command. We have no TCP command here. If you have any needs, you can connect me after the course. Okay, so what should we choose here? Nobody. Which one should we choose? The action. Which one? Device IO, device AI, or device command, or general? Everyone, where? What should we choose? Everyone, anybody here? Okay, we should choose device command. Okay, device command. Device control block. In device control block, should choose in IO command. And also it's a switch, so choose IO command on or off. IO command on or off. Back. And link it. And the next part, did we choose a device yet? Not, right? So we choose a device. Motion sensor detected and luminous, for example, this one, and above 100, above 190, 90. Oh no! Oh no! Why? Okay. Just do it. Okay. Like this. I can't. My mouse just not work well. Okay, just like this. Okay, set it. Like and to trigger the action is turn off. Turn off the device is polar switch, or any other switch you have. I didn't set it, sorry. Here set the settings, format, display, name. The format is to polar switch is switch, and MOIDS. Okay, MOIDS is an action block. MOIDS, and back to choose the device here. Polar switch. Okay, so here we go. Okay, this is answer for this practice. Did you write? Are you right? Everyone, are you right? It's quite simple. We have introduced before, and it's very similar. Are you right? If anyone done wrong, okay. So next, you guys need to do by yourself. Okay. Yes, good. You listen very carefully. Yes, and next, okay. The practice is that there are two motion sensors, and if any of them detects, also the door is open. Please send main account a message said someone entered your house, and set the sound into electronic beep. Okay. Read it fast. Everyone, read it fast. And the condition. If any two motion sensor detects and the door is open, there are three conditions, right? And action is send a message and set the doorbell. So what block should we use, everyone? What block should we use? Okay, go ahead, have a try. Have a try on your phone. Have a try. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Two minutes. Okay. Okay, this quickly, everyone, quickly. Try on yourself. You just listen. You will never learn how to create an AIB. You need to try by yourself, so you will know which place will you make mistake, which place don't you know. Have a try, everyone. Okay, time. I don't know if you know how to do that or not. So let's analyze it together. First, what block? If any of two motion sensor detects, here we need to use first any of one, we need to use op block. And the motion sensor detects two motion sensors, so you need to use two Boolean block. Okay, let's do it together. Two Boolean block. Are you right? Two Boolean block. Okay, here two Boolean block, and or block. Like this. So I will set the format together later, and I link them together first, like this. Two motion sensor detects any of one, use or block, and the next step, door is open. And also door is open. In also, what should we use? It's and block, right? And block. And the door is open, also use Boolean block. So first Boolean block. Boolean. And between Boolean and these two motion sensors, we need to use and block. And block. So how should we link them? Okay, don't make mistakes. And block. Here. And you see that This is the motion sensors, and this one is the door is open, and link that like this. Are you right? Did you create as I did, or do you have any other ways? You can see in AIB we have a lot of ways to do that. I'm not the only one who is correct, okay? So if you have other way, you can share with me, okay? So after that, to send main account a message, of course you send a message block, okay? Send a message block, okay? You move it. It's too crowded. Wait for a moment. Okay, use send message block here. Process block, send a message, send a message. Okay, move it here to let it look clean, okay, as soon as possible as you can, and link it. So we have created all the blocks. 2 motion sensors detects, use OR block, and 1 Boolean for the door is open, and we use AND block, and we read it together. If any of 2 motion sensor detects, also the door is open, also and is also. So do what? Do to send a message to the account. Okay, next step is to set the format. Okay, please check with me if your format is right or not. Okay, everyone, do you know how to set it? The Boolean is very simple. 2 motion sensors, 2 motion sensors. Motion sensor, MI, okay, MI. And I will not set the display and the name, okay, just to save time. Also a motion sensor, MI, okay. And MI, and to next, to choose the device, motion sensor 1 and motion sensor 2, detect. Okay, next step. Door is open, we use what? Door window sensor, right? Door window sensor. So here, choose door window sensor, door, not here, door window sensor, okay. Also MI, condition block need to use MI, okay. Okay, back. Finished, 1, 2, 3. Next step is to send a message. The logic block do not need to set any format, okay. Take care, everyone. Logic block do not need any settings. Just link it is enough. Okay, send a message. First message string, the content. Someone entered your house. Just copy it here. Okay. And the send to users, which user? And the sound, electronic beep. Okay, electronic beep here. So, okay, the template is done. I want to know how many people made the correct AI template. How many people made the correct AI templates? Please send in the chat box if you are right. Please send in the chat box if you are right, everyone. 32 people. How many people will be right? Okay, first. Anyone else? Are you right? Okay, 2. Only 2? There are 32 people, okay? Only 2? Anyone else? So if you are wrong, which part did you made mistakes? You can tell me. And if you have something confused, you can also tell me. I will answer that for you. Okay. So any questions here? Any questions? If you are not right, what's your mistake? Okay, 4. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4. Very good, you guys. Any questions? If no, I will move to the next practice. Okay. Next practice. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next part. Practice 3. If 5 motion sensor or no detection, and also 2 doors are closed, please turn off all the lights. Turn off all the lights here. We use a theme. You just turn off one light. Okay, one light. Okay, if 5 motion sensor or no detection, also 2 doors are closed, please turn off the light. And the condition, the action, this is condition, and this is action. Very simple, right? Okay, 3 minutes. 3 minutes, everyone. Please create one by yourself. And also to test if you get to know the blocks truly or not. If not, where is the problem? In which point do you have problems? Okay, everyone take out your phone and have a try. You can just ignore the settings, ignore the format setting of the motion sensor because it will take a lot of time. Just for 5 motion sensor, 5 booleans, no detection, and how to link them. The problem is that how to link them, use which logic block and how. Hurry up. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute, everyone. Hurry up. Okay, 10, 9, 8. Okay, time, it's time. So let's see it together. What block should we use? The first, if 5 motion sensor or no detection, you can see or here. So of course we need to use and, right? We need to use and block. But as you see that we only have 4 input, but how should we do? And like here, 4 input. And we use 1 and I link it, for example. And what about the 5th? This one, where should it go? That's the point. And I said it before that we can use several AND blocks. So here, actually, you can use one more AND block. AND or AND for input, both works. For example, AND. And you just link it like that, output to link and output to input like this. So you can see 5 motion sensor or no detection device, undetected. Okay, set it into undetected. I just made a mistake, undetected. Okay, 5 or are undetected, and also 2 doors are closed. First, also there is one more. Also use AND block. And also 2 doors are closed. 2 doors are closed. 2 doors are closed. So should use and like this. And here need to set 2 boolean. I will make it fast. Okay, no problem. Any problem you can raise it out. Okay, some problems. Let me see. Yes, combine. Good. Yes, you are very great. Good job. And boolean, let me do it quick. Okay, boolean first and boolean second. Boolean here. So 2 boolean for the door. Let me set it. Door window sensor. MI. Yes. And the next door window sensors. MI. Door window sensor MI. Okay. Finished. So I link them into this end. And link these 2 into the same. So actually you can see it will become very complex. So if there's any way to make it look easier, 5 motion sensors and also 2 doors are closed. if there's any way, actually Peter just raised a very good solutions. 1 for input, 1 input, 2 input, 2 input, and no, sorry, no. Actually, you can see that all the conditions are AND, right? So actually, you can combine these 2 into one four input block. I will show you how it works. Like to make it easier, and 4 input in this way. So just delete these 2, these 3, or delete, and set these 3 together. Link it here. Link it here. Okay. So I don't know if you understand my my idea. Just full full motion sensor and one more motion sensor. Sorry. And 2 doors, and also actually they are the same. They are both AND logic. So you can combine them together actually. Combine them together like this. So your AIB template will look more clear than before. Yes, Peter, good. 2 4 inputs combined. And next step, turn off the light. Very simple, turn off the light. So link it. So that's all. That's all. Are you right? Are you right? Even if you don't use the same block as I did, are you right? Can you check your AIB? Good. Hi. And the solution is that to split it. For example, 5 inputs equals 3 add 2. It means that you can use 2 4 inputs, and 6 also 3 add 3, 4 inputs, 4 input block and 2. And if we have 8 inputs, for example, I have 8 motion sensors, use AND. So you need to use 3 4 input block, 3 4 input block, 3 plus 3 plus 2. Okay, 3. So that's the way to solve this problem. And what I did just now here, like this, just combine these two conditions into one AND block, for input and block. Okay, any questions? Any questions, everyone? Okay, new persons. Hi, TNK. You need to know what's the address of the site you are working on. Until now, I'm using the app on the smart home. Yes, you can use a smart home. I am using an, how to say, using an emulator, emulator on the computer. It can also use some app. You can see here, app LifeSmart. I use in this way, and you can use on the app. Okay, everyone, let me introduce the entrance. We are now creating an AIB in this way, smart, create by empty AI template, and choose smart station and graphic edit. We are using here, okay? Please follow our steps. And back, okay, back, this one. Okay, we're here. So that is the practice 3. Okay, the practice 4 is very simple, everyone. If 5 motion sensor on the detection of, no, this one. If someone passes by the camera installed at the door, please take a picture every 1 second. And 3 pictures in total. 3 pictures in total. Also send the main account a message that someone approached your house. Someone approached your house. Oh, sorry. Okay, everyone have a try. Everyone have a try. It's very simple. So 1 minute. 1 minute, only 1 minute. One minute, everyone. So we are almost at the end of the course. Everyone, hurry up. 6:30 now. The course have lasted for 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours. Okay. I know you are tired, maybe everyone. Fighting. Thirty seconds, hurry up. Okay, it's time. Okay, if someone passes by the camera installed at the door, any questions? Any questions? But what's the name of the emulator you are using to use LifeSmart? I will send it in chat box later. Okay. 帮我发一下那个模拟器的名字。It is a good good tool for use also, for you guys also. I will let my partner send in the chat box the emulator name. Okay. If someone passes by the camera instead installed at the door, someone passes by, of course, we will use motion sensor, right? But here, I want to tell you something that the camera itself has a motion sensor inside it. So we want to choose the motion sensor. Of course, we will use a Boolean, right? Boolean. So when we setting, set the format, we can also choose a motion sensor. But when you choose it, your customer do not need to buy extra motion sensor because the camera itself has a motion. You can see here a camera motion. Inside it, there is a motion sensor. So just choose camera motion. and detected. Okay, detected. So you can see here is a camera. So it's so cute. I love it. It's a camera, okay? And to trigger, take a picture. Of course, take a picture will use send picture notify here. Sorry. This one, send picture notify, send picture, snap pictures, okay. And we link it. And we need to choose several things here. For example, take a picture every 1 second means every 1 second gap of picture is 1 second. Okay. And the snap count is 3 pictures in total. So here the number is 3 pictures. And the camera, just choose it. No need to set the format, okay? Just choose it. Camera. And the message. Also, you can see that in this block, there is also a message. It can be sent to your LifeSmart app together with the pictures, okay? String, like someone enters, someone approaches your house. Okay, your house. Like this. And send to users. Send to users, which one? Who? You or your family member? Here we choose local count. And the sound, you can set it or not. It depends on you. So the point here is that someone passes by the camera, you can use the camera motion sensor inside the camera, okay? And actually this practice is quite simple. So I wonder if you are right or not, everyone. Very good, Peter. You did a very good job. Yes, this is emulator link, but the emulator know that it's not our app actually. So it is not very stable. It will get stuck sometimes. So if it gets stuck, just wait for a moment. It will back to normal. Okay. And if you use this emulator, you need to download the APK of LifeSmart app inside it. And my partner just send it in the chat box here. No, sorry. What kind of picture? Let me see. Oh, you want to tell me that like that? Why there are so many blocks in your account? Wait for a moment. I wonder your country. Maybe the version of your country is complex, much more complex than the others. So you can connect me later maybe, and I can tell you how to set it. Okay, after all this practice, so here is the way to share the AIB template. So you just made a template, right? Save it, and let's do it with me together. Everyone saved it. Save the AIB template you just done. And you can turn off it, right? Because if you're not sure you are right or not, you can turn off it like this, turn off it. And if I want to share this AIB to you guys, what should I do? Into AI, and here, 3 point here. 3 point here. Click it. On this step, click it. And click AI template management. AI template management, okay? And your AIB will not appear here because you're not added. So roll down to the bottom and you can see this add button. Click it and choose select from AIs. Here the AIs, the AIB you created just now will appear here, AIs. So click it and find the AIB you just created, find it. This one, mine is this one. Did you follow me? Okay, find it and click it. You will see this page. Don't worry, just save it, just save it. No need to change, no need to change, just save it. And we will back to AI template management. So find your template, just add it here, find it. Oh, here, the first one, Dorothy AIB test, right? Did you follow me? Am I too fast? Dorothy AIB template test. And okay, slide from right to left, slide it like this. Okay, I will do that again, like this. Understand? Like this. And then click share, and click copy. So you will copy this link to your and then you can send this link to your friends or to your customers to share this AIB template. For example, I complete it and I send it in the chat box like this. Okay. Okay, and you got my AIB template, right? Like this. And the receiver, for example, your customer, he received your message like this. And what he needs to do is to copy that. Copy. Okay, copy it and open LifeSmart app. Okay, I will queue my app and open it, LifeSmart. And if I copy it and I open LifeSmart app, you can see what will happen. Okay, comes out. It will pop up this kind of trend to ask you, are you sure to open this shared AI configuration? And this is the AIB name and the description. And if you click continue and choose a smart station to save it, and you click this, okay, it belongs to you like this. So I managed a homework for you. So your homework needs to be sent in the email like this way. Send me your link, okay? Not by pictures. Don't by pictures, by this link, okay? I will check your AIB by this link. So the homework is, please choose at least 3 kinds of blocks below this to create an AIB, and please send your AIB template to this email, support@ilifesmart.com. I will send to you. Wait for a moment. Send to this email, okay? Send to this email. Please save it, everyone. Send to this email. And also name the email title like AIB homework from who, from which company, okay? If you do not name it, I will miss your email, all right? Please do remember to change the mail title. And here is the requirements. First, the template can be useful or funny or interesting or crazy, anything you want, but it must be working properly. It must work. If it's a wrong template, it will not work or just get stuck or will not trigger the next station like this. So whatever you like, just make it correct, okay? Second, make your AIB succinct as possible as you can. Also the line, make it straight. And also for example, if you can use one end block for input, do not use 2 end block. Do you understand? If you can make it clean as possible as you can, okay? So here is the homework, and also preview for the next training. Next training, I think, will last maybe not so long as this training, and the content will include the function blocks and the logic blocks, like this one: time limit, calendar trigger, and counter, timer, phrase compare, delay on or off, and also the FLS, FLF, and CHG. These quite difficult blocks. I will introduce this this sum. And also I will operate with you like today's course. Practice, and I will teach you how to read AIB template in the AIB template library, okay? And here is a note that there will be a limit on the number of the participants in the next training, because next training will be very difficult. If you have not take part in this training, in this elementary training, I will not allow you to enter the advanced training. Do you understand? So there will be a limit. But if you submit your homework, so I know you come to this training, right? So you will get the slots directly. Do you understand? Okay. The homework, you can take a screenshot or whatever. Just write it down, the homework. Okay. And also the time limit. The time limit is before next Sunday, before October 24th, before October 24th, okay? Okay, this is all of today's training, everyone. If there are any questions, I would love to receive the link to this record season. I missed a good part of it. Record season. We will upload it to YouTube. Did you know LifeSmart YouTube account? Oh, okay, I made it for you. Okay, today's account is above. Everyone, if you have anything to do, you can just leave. That's okay. And if door is closed, check the motion sensor. If it detects, turn light on. Okay, I will show you. Smart. Okay, everyone can leave. It's no problem. Feel free. Motion sensor. If door is closed, check the motion sensor. If it detects, turn light on. Let me think. So actually the door is closed and the motion sensor detect is the logic between them is and, right? Do you think so? It's and. So the door is closed. Also, the motion sensor detects, turn the light on, right? It's quite simple. Why can't you do that? Or if you have any settings. If you have any questions or just other settings, other need, motion, and the door is closed and motion sensor. Two boolean, just two boolean and one end block, and to turn the light on. Device control, it's very simple. You joined this course, why can't you do that? Just like this. I need to check the motion sensor after door closed, so it would be tracked if anyone on room or not. Yes, I know your idea, but yes, my YouTube is. No, you just find LifeSmart YouTube, okay? LifeSmart, you can find LifeSmart official YouTube, and we will upload every time's training course on that YouTube account. Okay, you can have a look. And like this, okay. Let's continue. Door is closed. Door window sensor. Do you have door window sensor on you? And the other one is motion sensor. Motion sensor. Back. Device. Door window sensor. For example, I use this default door window sensor, and the door is closed. Door is closed means no alarm. No alarm. Door is closed. Door is closed. Yes, no alarm. And motion sensor detect. motion sensor detect. If it detect, yes, detect. Oh, sorry. Device, motion sensor, for example, motion sensor, detect. And to turn light on, like set the command. Okay, I got confused. On or off, turn the light on. What switch do you link that light? Could you tell me? Turn the light on. What switch? Blend switch? Oh, sorry. MOIDS. Device. Ahmed. Hi, Ahmed. What's your switch type? I don't know. Blend switch. Okay. Hi. So in this way, it will work. Do you think so? If default motion sensor detect, no. If door is closed, if door is closed, if default door window sensor, no alarm. No alarm means door is closed. No alarm. And also the motion sensor detected, right? So if this both is satisfied, so to trigger, to turn on the light. Any questions? Which point do you have problems? It's quite simple, right? Which part do you have problems? Please tell me. Okay, I will save it and share to you, okay? I will share to you. The problem is they will check status at the same time. Oh, I know your meaning. So not the same time, but let me think.怎么加延时来的？我也不会。不是，就是一个东西检测到了之后，过一会儿，就是要5秒钟之后，比如说动态感应器检测到了。对，是下节课。It belongs to the advanced course. I will try time limit counter. 用什么 time limit 吗？不是啊，sorry, I need to think, and I will send you the template later by email. Could you give me your email? After the door is closed, trigger the device motion detection for variable, and then do the same thing. Yeah, that I mean, Mr. Peter. Huh? Okay, got it. L-tag. Okay. I don't know who are you. L-tag. Okay. I remember. I will send the AIB template to you. And actually, we will talk about it in the next advanced course too. So hope you join that course. Waiting for you. Okay. So everyone, today's course is above. Any questions? Any other questions? If not, I will end up today's course. Any questions? Okay, you're welcome. 给我问卡住了，这个怎么做呀？没有，我之后发给他。Yes, no problem, Peter. And thanks everyone for attending today's course. Thank you. 2 hours. Thank you so much. And bye bye. If no questions, bye bye. Okay, bye bye. Thank you. Thank you guys. Bye. Bye bye bye. Thank you. Thank you everyone. Bye. Bye. Okay, I will end up the meeting. Bye. Bye guys. See you next time in 2 weeks. 为什么我结束失败了？结束。